ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. Ready.
I was ready. Were you ready?
No,
apparently not.
We wasn't live yet.
You said we were live, so I said I'm ready.
I was lying. I was trying to get it. I clicked go live. It just took a minute to go live.
It took a minute to go live. Fair enough. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Well, we got the last couple seconds of the I'm ready song.
We're not ready. We're not ready. We're not ready.
Falling asleep. That's me right now.
And Greg B say, "What's up, Tim and Mona?"
What's up, Greg B? I actually had to go. Actually, this is actually coffee this time. I don't know if you can see it in there or not. I don't want to spill it on my stuff, but it's actual coffee this time.
Yeah. This is coffee too. I need it. I was so sleepy. What's up, Terry Electrician? I missed class last night. But
what's going on, Terry?
Man, look, Terry. My authorization is due this Thursday. Once I get past that, and I done got past like the other stuff with the state, man, I know the class almost over, but I'll be there next week. Every class.
Every class will be there.
Hey, Paul Brown.
Mr. Paul Brown, what's happening?
Oh, y'all. Look. Man.
So what's going on, Mona? Because I know why I'm tired, and I know normally you're it's late back there. It's like getting close to bedtime. I get that. It's bedtime for me right now too. I understand, but I know you got some stuff going on this week. So what's happening this weekend? How was your weekend?
What did I do this weekend? Wait a minute, hold up. Let me think about it. What went on this weekend?
It's a good weekend if you can't remember it.
Yeah, it was a good weekend, but I think. Oh no, I actually didn't do much work. Yeah, my family had a party on Saturday, and then on Sunday, church and something. Oh, I worked yesterday at the church. Yeah, on my authorization stuff. So
nice.
Pretty good weekend. I should have been looking for a car, and that's what I said I was going to do at the church. I got to find a car, but I don't have time to get one. So in meantime, I'm paying for this rental car. Okay.
Ooh.
Yeah. So.
Ooh. Okay.
Yeah. So I'm looking for. Look, y'all. If y'all know anybody out there or any good deals in y'all area, I'm looking for a Toyota Tacoma. Like my family tripping. Like, we can't picture you in a pickup truck. I'm like, I need one because people donate stuff to the school all the time.
Yeah, you got a way to pick it up.
Yeah, a lot of times I turn it down because I just don't feel like going through the whole thing with, trying to get somebody to pick it up, paying them to pick it up. By that time, it ain't a donation because I got to pay to get it picked up anyway. So just out of curiosity, then why not just go get a U-Haul for $20 or $25, pick it up? I don't feel like doing all that. That's just too much. I got to go and get the U-Haul, and then it's just a lot, and I can't drive it. That's why I'm looking for a Toyota Tacoma, because I can't drive the big trucks. They like, why don't you get the big truck? Get the Silverado. I can't drive this Toyota Tacoma. My sister, my brother, he got the Sierra, the GMC Sierra, and it's the big truck. And my sister-in-law, she was like, girl, I had to park in the back because I can't park this truck. I said, girl, I had to park in the back with this little Toyota Tacoma I'm renting right now. So I know I don't want no parts of that big truck.
Fair enough. I'll give you that. That's all right. Understood.
Yeah. So I'm looking for a Toyota Tacoma. So y'all, any deals in y'all area? Look, y'all let me know. Y'all look. Let's make this a group effort to help find me a car.
Help find Mona a car.
And I wanted to look at like the GMC Grand Canyons too. I was supposed to be going to see one of those in the morning, but everybody was like, "No, go get the Tacoma." So I don't know.
It's funny. I have a pickup truck. I have an old Ford F-150 that I drive. But then when gas prices start going like up and up and up and up and up, right? Because it's old. So the gas mileage on it was like, 7 miles to the gallon type of a deal. And I'm like, you know what it's costing me per month to fill that thing up, I could actually make a car payment on for a new car. So I actually went and bought a little Kia Forte, because my daughter's getting close to driving age, so she's starting to want to like drive around the parking lot or whatever. So I went and got a stick shift little Kia, manual transmission. And I called up my insurance company. I was like, hey, how much would it be? And he said, what type of car you got? And I said, it's a Kia. And that lady on the insurance line, she lit up, man. She's like, we love Kias. and by the time they put like, okay, so here's your monthly premium, and then like here's your safe driver discount, and even with your daughter on it, and started listing like all these discounts we get because I was buying a new Kia. Started listing everything. It actually ended up the insurance company is paying me $5 a year to drive the car.
Oh, really?
The discounts, they're paying me. The discounts, all the discounts I got added up to more than my annual premium.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, by $5, but it's $5 that they're paying me to drive. So
exactly, right.
I'll take it. It's always good.
So yeah, anyway, that's why I was supposed to be at tonight, but I'm here with y'all at the block, so I still ain't got no car. Yeah, I tried to get Reggie to take both slots, which he looked like he needed them. And I can be at the car dealership right now. So, but anyway, I'm here.
Yeah, that could have been a longer episode for Reggie. That was Neighborly's got a lot of information, a lot of different branches that you can run down and do. That could easily be a 2-part episode for sure.
Yeah,
or a longer episode.
Sure. I felt like he was gonna need more time.
Yeah.
So.
Nice.
Yeah. Anyway, Tim, what are we talking about tonight?
So we're talking about tonight. The topic is hiring people, but not just hiring people. We're talking about hiring the significant other or spouse of someone that is already working for you, or hiring them both together at the same time,
or a family member.
So something along those lines, a relation of either you or a technician that goes, oh, my wife could be your CSR for you, or something along those lines. And so I've seen both sides of that coin and in a couple different fields. So first, before we get rolling on that side, I'd like to know what your take is, Mona. What do you think about that whole process?
I will never hire family members. Now, I'm not talking about my own, but that too.
I probably won't hire my own family members now.
But man, when I first started my repair business, man, it was going great. It was going just fine. I had the best tech ever. I tell you, I was like loving this technician because he would be at the parts store before 7:00 in the morning, before they even open. He used to be at Fox as soon as they open. He was at customer houses on his off days. Like, I'm talking to him and he going back to customers, they had called him or whatever, or a recall, or he was just the best tech ever. And why did I hire his cousin?
Why did you hire his cousin?
Because he kept telling me, oh, my cousin can do all this too. He can do all this too. I hired his cousin. And he came in and totally messed up my perfect technician. Like, he totally messed up. He just kept in his ear, like Mona cheating us. I'm like,
good grief.
And he was like, well, she so this particular technician, he used to be in the NFL. And he was like, well, if she is if she is cheating me, this is the most money I've made since the NFL, and I'm good with it. And I was like, no, don't say that. I said, you should know how much I owe you before I even pay you. You should be telling me what I owe you. I said, I want you to know, don't say if I am cheating you, because I'm like the most honest person in the world. Like if you think I'm cheating you, you're gonna think anybody cheating you, okay?
Yeah.
So anyway, and so he would defend it. He kept defending it, but as his cousin kept chipping away at him, and I had broke it down to him, and I had broke it down to his cousin, like, this is what y'all did, this is what you making, these are the jobs I'm paying you on, these are the jobs I'm not yet, they're not complete, because they was getting paid per job, per complete. And his cousin just couldn't see it. And as he kept chipping away, he just turned my good technician he was just started being rebellious and everything. And I had to let him go. And that was a hard lesson learned, that I would never hire somebody else family member ever. No, don't do it, y'all. When y'all start hiring technicians, stay away from their family member. Do not do it. I don't care how good they tell you they are. Don't do it. And then they went off and did their own thing. And then him and the same cousin went off and did their own thing. And he came back like a year or so later, texting me, apologizing for everything. And I guess their thing didn't work because the cousin, whatever they did. And he was apologizing, and he was like, you was my best friend, and you really had my back, and such and such, but he had to learn the hard way. But look, y'all, when you start hiring technicians, don't bring in these people. I don't care how good they is. I don't care how much you need technicians. Do not bring them. How good they are. I'm from Duval. I got to get rid of that is.
No, it's what makes you you. It's all good.
No.
So I agree. Overall, I agree. I think there are very, very few times in life where you could bring on that person. But those times are few and far between. So I've seen both sides of it, right? So I've worked for companies that said, absolutely not. We don't hire any family members of anyone who currently works here. But then I've been at other companies where, yes, they'll hire them without a second thought. And in my mind, from seeing it on both sides, I've seen where it becomes a really hard thing, because if you have a bad day at work, right, and you want to go home and you start to vent to your significant other about it, and you both work there, right? Yeah. You both work there, and you go home and try to vent to them about it, and they're like, well, you could have done this, and this, and you start going down the list of all the things you could have, should have, would have done that would have made your day better. But you can't control that, right? And so you start losing that balance, that work-life balance, because you both work together, you both live together. There's no separation between the two. You're just always around each other, which for some people, they can handle that. For other people like me, I can't. Like, I could not, as much as I love my wife, I am sorry, I cannot work with her very much. Yeah, it just can't do it. Right. So I've seen that where it becomes that very difficult thing to do. And on top of that, like, you take in one of the things I learned was, even one of the places I was at, was as the head, like as the man of the house, right? And the head of the house, or as the main breadwinner, or whatever the case is, whatever you want to call it, when you come home, right, and you had a bad day, or you didn't like what's going on at work, and you start telling your spouse that, even at that point, it starts chipping away, right? Just like you said with that cousin, right? The spouse will start chipping away at, well, if they're doing that, then why shouldn't they be doing this, or they should be doing that, or they could do this better. And that starts getting into that technician or that person's mind. And sooner or later, you're going to end up losing that person as well. Yeah. So you really have to set up that
together.
They leave. And even if it's, and on top of that, you can take that one step farther. Even if they're both not working together, right? So you have one significant other or one person that, maybe they have an office job 9 to 5, and then you have your technician, right? And then they come home and they start venting about their job. It kind of, they'll start chipping away at it too. Well, they should be doing this, they could be doing that. And then that starts changing that mindset. So not only do you have to watch and protect, your company from having people come in together and, trying to change and do things how they want to do it, it's still your company. And you have to watch and protect, even as a business owner, you kind of have to protect their home life too, and say, we had to say at one point, okay, guys, now listen, I know we all have bad days, right? And we all have issues where we think, this would be better if we did it this way or whatever the case may be. But here's the thing. I really want you to protect your home life, right? And I want you to protect your job. I want you to protect both. And how do you protect both? You have to learn to separate them. You got to learn to compartmentalize them, and to say, okay, these are the groups of people I'm really going to talk to and divulge and dive into with my work relationship. And then there's these people that I'm going to dive in with my personal relationships.
Hey, look, Tim, real quick.
Yeah.
My computer's about to die. I don't know where my charger is. So when it's dead, it's done. I'm sorry, y'all. But go ahead.
This happened last time too, and I was still talking. It was still rolling. So
you can keep going, and then I'll
keep going.
Back in. I don't know where it is, but keep going with your story, and I'll see if I can go find it.
There you go. So, long story longer, guys. While she's doing that, is you have to be careful about how that person presents to their significant other, because if their significant other is in the mix with them in the boardroom or in the position or in the job with you, they're going to see how everything that goes on and how things are acting. They're going to chip away at each other, and they're going to end up leaving together. And if you have one person that just constantly grumbles and complains and moans and complains about things, I guarantee you when he goes home or she goes home, they're going to start doing the same thing with their significant other. And that spouse is going to say, well, just quit. Why don't you quit? Quit. Start your own business. And you're going to see that cycle occur. So it takes a lot to learn how to notice that. And it takes a lot to get through that, but it's a very important lesson to learn for sure. You have to really watch. And as a business owner, in my opinion, first and foremost, it's your business, right? It's your business. You protect your business. But as a good leader and as a good boss or as a good business owner, you also going to want to try to take care of your employees as best you can. And the more you show that you care about them and teach them the growth mindsets and the leadership trainings and do different things that you can, different activities or whatever you can to help grow them to the next level, you're not going to have those problems. Or you're not going to see as many of those problems. So it's definitely a good thing to get into. Terry says, I hired one of my guy's cousins once too. He was supposed to be a commercial electrician. He did not last too long. That was about 7 or 8 years ago. Me and my guy, whose cousin it was, still laugh about it to this day. Hey, Terry, that's at least he's still there. At least it didn't turn out like a situation like Mona did, where the one cousin was chipping away at the other one and you lost both. So that's definitely a plus, at least. So that's kind of my thoughts. Whoops, it looks like the computer just died. As we get the swirly thing on Mona's side. But on the flip side, I mean, that's kind of the negative stories to it. So I'm going to keep going. Hopefully y'all can hear me still. But those are the negative sides to it. Let's look at the positives too, because there are positives to it. And there have been times where, yes, even I have hired a husband and wife team, and they were absolutely amazing. She came in and she was doing some of the admin work, the scheduling and the books and everything. And he was working in the office with her. She was, or he was doing the inventory and the warehouse management stuff. And they were fantastic, man. They were there for 5 or 6 years with me. And it was great. I mean, they were amazing together, and definitely enjoyed having them. But it's definitely a mindset of how they learn how to work with each other. They knew how to work with each other, and they said, hey, this is great. This is going to work. We can make this work. And I took care of them. I made sure that to watch out for their own relationship, to make sure they had good quality time together. I didn't work them too hard. Made sure they had date nights. I even paid for a couple date nights just as a thank you for them. And you know, it worked out. So there's times where it does work. So I wouldn't say be 100% scared of it, but be aware of the situation. So you have to kind of watch, you have to go through that. The biggest thing for it though, in my mind, is going to be that application and that interview process. Learn how to interview people. When you learn how to interview people, that's going to be a huge plus, because you can get down into those different aspects of their personalities without even them realizing that's what you're going to do, or that's what you're in the process of doing. You learn those right questions to ask to really get those right answers that you're looking for. It's like when you take those personality tests and you go, okay, we're going to give you a list of things, pick the one that best applies to you. And, you know, and you start going through that step or those processes and go, you know, like we did on the show before, we did the waffle thing, right? Or the breakfast choice. You know, are you a waffle? Which would you choose? A waffle, a pancake, French toast, or a crepe? And, you know, that tells me a lot based on your answer of your personality. And then that allows me to mindset change and to adapt to how that person is whenever I start talking to them. Oh yeah, this is a French toast style person. So I got to watch how I talk to them. So that's kind of my thoughts. Do you guys have any other stories that while we're waiting for Mo to come back on, do you have any other stories about employees that you've hired that have been related to either you or to others? Feel free to put them in the comments, man. I love to kind of see what your guys' thoughts are on this. While we're waiting for that, while we're waiting for Mona to come back, there she is.
Terry say, well, y'all look, I don't know what's going on with my umbrella here right now. Like, I fixed it, but now it's just not. Okay, look.
She's back.
I'm back, but could you see the comments, Tim?
I can see the comments, but I can't post them. I can't change them. I don't have access to that.
Oh, because Terry the electrician said something about, well, me and Reggie both need an hour.
Yeah.
All around said on that phone, left Florida stood and you embrace it. Okay, y'all. How did I fix this earlier?
You were your computer was at a different angle too earlier. Okay. Oh, other way. There you go.
That way.
And then down, I think it was down more.
Oh. Yeah, because I got to fix my stand.
There you go.
Okay. Is that better?
That's better. That'll work.
Okay, look, Terry electrician said he hired somebody cousin too, and he was supposed to be a commercial electrician. He didn't last too long. Right. Look, stay away from them cousins. Look, stay away from them cousins.
And then a couple comments down there. We just talked about husband and wife duo that I hired, and they worked out great. They were fantastic. They were with me for about 5, almost 6 years.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I mean, it was fantastic having them. But yeah, the next one down for Terry there says that husband and wife dynamic can be very tricky too. My wife was my helper for a while, for about 20 years ago. Needless to say, there were some trying times. Yeah, there's definitely going to be some trying times, but if it really comes down to their personalities, right? And how well they get along and how well their relationship is. And because I've known this couple for so long before I hired them, I knew what their relationship was like. And when I hired them, it just proved that it was a good hire because they understood that work was work and home was home. And so when they were at work together, they got in there, they did their thing, they got stuff done, and then they went home. And it was amazing. I mean, she was great with the admin CSR stuff, and he managed the warehouse like there was no tomorrow. So it was a good time.
Oh, that's good. I should have learned my lesson though with McDonald's for real. Because when we hired family members in McDonald's, it never ended well. Like, you know, they were double teaming the other workers. You know, they had people scared because it was a group of them, or there was family, you know, and then they left together, you know. So when one quit, they all quit, you know.
They all quit.
Right.
I think that's the hardest thing to get over is you have to be prepared for that and understand that is if you do hire a group of people like that, whether it's family members, cousins, husband, wife, whatever, you do have to be prepared for the fact and know in the back of your mind that, you know, if one of them leaves, there's a 99.9% chance they're all going to leave.
Right. Look, so just don't do it. Don't do it. Just hire y'all people from SSG Appliance Academy, okay? And
that works too.
Yeah, just get them from SSG Appliance Academy. Look, go to www.ssgapplianceacademy.com. Y'all jump into classes, send y'all technicians to the classes to we'll make sure that they're not kin to each other.
Do blood tests.
No, and we got a seal system class coming up on 29th and 30th. We got an appliance repair class coming up, but I don't know when it's coming up. I don't know when at this point.
You sound like me with my classes. Like, I know I got a class coming up. I have no idea when it is or what I'm teaching on yet, but I know that it's coming.
Yeah. Hey, Untamed. Hey, appliance boss.
Hey, guys.
Every time I think it was going well until she got shot the first time. Just kidding. Hey, y'all, look, y'all go over the mic. We running over time. Click the link in the description, the power block to get the mic. And we also got the Appliance Bootcamp in that description. Tim Burdick channel in that description. Go click it, like it, subscribe to Tim's channel. And look, we'll see you guys Thursday.
Yep, see you guys on Thursday.
Bye.